Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Erica Eisenloffel, Angela Ashley Garano-Bolt, and Daniel Bills appeared in prompt justice court this morning in front of Justice of the Peace Gus Sullivan. The trio is facing murder charges for the death of Eisenloffel's 19-day-old child in October of 2021 here in Pahrump. Bills was represented by Nathan Gent, who appeared first in this case.
Your Honor, for the record, I've had the opportunity to be able to meet with Mr. Bills, review his file with him, and answer all of his questions. At this time, the state has not conveyed an offer to Mr. Bills, so as such, we are going to be confirming the preliminary hearing date set for next Thursday and go from there.
Ronnie Boscovich represented the two female defendants, Erica Eisenloffel, Angela Ashley Garano-Bolt. All three are being held on $1 million bail. The case began when medics were called on October 20th of last year for a report of a baby choking at a home on Duck Creek Road in Comstock Park. That child was reportedly in very poor condition and subsequently died. The Nevada Department of Investigation took over the case because Eisenloffel's father is an officer with the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Following a lengthy investigation which uncovered that the child died as a result of dehydration, malnourishment, and possibly had methamphetamine in its system at the time of death. The suspects include Erica Eisenloffel, the father of the child, Daniel Bills, and Angela Ashley Garano-Bolt. Investigators on the scene said that the newborn suffered unjustifiable physical pain or mental suffering as a result of abuse and neglect from the time of his birth until he was approximately 19 days old. One of the child abuse charges stems from the defendants allegedly failing to feed the child and or failing to provide the child with sufficient fluids such that the infant experienced the pain and suffering of starvation and or dehydration over the course of several days before dying. The child allegedly suffered additional mental and physical abuse due to living in squalor, with investigators describing the home as severely unhygienic and filled with excess clutter, trash, and or filth, with drug paraphernalia, debris, human waste, urine, and or feces on the floor and or walls and other disposed of in unsanitary fashion. Such conditions allegedly may have contributed to the child contracting a life-threatening infection, the complaint states. One of the child abuse charges also accuses Erica Eisenloffel of breastfeeding the newborn, who was born premature while using methamphetamine. Boscovich said in court today that the district attorney's office was working on a deal in this case.
Today is very simple. I reached out to the state on Monday for an offer to potentially resolve this case. I was told that they are working on it. So far I haven't received one, so at this time we'll just confirm the preliminary hearing date for next Thursday for both Ms. Eisenloffel and Ms. Garano-Bolt.
Chief Deputy DA John George approached Boscovich after the case was done and said that there is no deal in this case and walked out of the court. When the DA, Chris Arabia, was asked for comment following this court case, he stated to News 25 that he has no comment at this time. All three defendants will return to court on August 25th at 9 a.m. for a preliminary hearing in Justice Court.